Hi everyone, it's Daniel from the Ghost Walks. Welcome to the Ghosts of Century Manor. And of course, as the title suggests, I want to talk about a very interesting and unique location here in the city of Hamilton, and it's Century Manor, the Insane Asylum that got left behind. Now, there used to be much more of this insane asylum. They called it the Mansion on the Hill back in Victorian times, and they said if you weren't careful, you would end up in there. There was the Barton Building, a couple of other outbuildings, and of course, Century Manor, the last remaining piece. And this is also the location of the truly criminally insane. So the worst of the worst were kept inside of this building. Now, a lot of people ask us, is Century Manor haunted? I believe this personally. It's not just from the stories that have been told over the years, but the specifics of each of those stories, how detailed they are in their experiences. This video here is a setup for an EVP that we received here at the Ghost Walk. Somebody sent us this. They were kind of around the building talking. You can hear the recording of it. I had to cut out a little bit of swearing. Younger kids, they swear often. They were talking about Hess as well. But at the end of it, you hear a young lady say the words, "Are you here?" and then something that happens afterwards. But before I play you that EVP, I want to talk a little bit about another ghost story at the location. It was told to us by a security guard who worked for St. Joseph's at the time, and he was set to watch Century Manor, and he was in the basement. Now, the basement leading underneath the newer building and the older buildings that still existed at the time, there was an interconnecting tunnel. So you can walk through all the buildings without ever going on top of land there. And he's walking down one of the tunnels. He hears voices in the distance. It's two ladies talking back and forth, kind of muffled. Turns around the corner and sees a doorway at the end of the hall. And as he's walking up to the door, thinking nothing wrong, thinking that obviously it's just trespassers, this has happened before, so it wasn't anything new. He opens up that door, and inside a small and dark room, slightly illuminated at a table, were two women. He said they were dressed in old nursing outfits. And at this point, one of the women turns to the other and says, "See, I told you he would find us." Now, the guard didn't know what to do. He freaks out, so he slams the door and is trying to get his composure, trying to push away all of that fear. The voices have stopped on the other end, and once he finally gets himself in a calm state, he opens up the door again, and there's nobody in the room. Now, there's nowhere they could have walked out. There's no other exit. The only thing that made sense is that the two women just disappeared. So this is one of those detailed ghost stories that makes you believe in a haunted location. The other thing are EVPs. Now, for those who don't know, an EVP is electronic voice phenomenon. These are ghost sounds that are captured in video. They are also captured on recordings because recorders can hear the things that our human hearing cannot. So, without further ado, I present to you the EVP at Century Manor.
Probably. Is there anyone here?
Now, if you have any comments about this, please comment on the video below. We would like to hear from you as well. Stay tuned. We're going to try and do every single week, feature another Hamilton location, even Niagara location, on the ghosts of wherever we go. This has been Daniel from the Ghost Walks, and thanks for watching.